Welcome to Greenpeace Hell. What we have here is the Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. Forget the 911 Turbo, forget the GT3. This, in a headline, is the most powerful car that Porsche makes. 2 turbos, 2 intercools. It weighs 2.5 tons, and yet 0 to 60 takes just 5.2 seconds. That's faster than a BMW M3. Naturally, the brakes are now the size of planets. And whilst we're on the superlatives, it has to be said it is still the ugliest 4x4 ever made. But at least you'll be going so quickly, no one will notice. The power from the 4.5-litre V8 is up from 450 to a massive 512 bhp. But they're all just, well, numbers. What it's about is the sensation of this much mass being hurled towards the horizon. This is physics gone mad. The Turbo S costs £81,500. And then, sadly, Gordon Brown will want another 50 quid for his 4x4 tax. But you probably guessed that. And on top of all that, the fuel consumption is, well, do you really have to ask? So it's a fast and furiously expensive family car. And one which bristles with technology, like Porsche traction management to cope with tough terrain, and active air suspension with 6 ride height settings. The next task then is to find out what happens when that mighty power and all those gizmos come together off-road. So we've devised another Richard Hammond real-world test. This is Cyprus, near Greece. And these roads make up the course for the Cyprus Rally. It's a melee of rough gravel tracks and sharp, blind bends. A good place, then, to try out the Turbo S. The other good thing about Cyprus is, well, the weather is not exactly what you'd call bad. Sun and clear blue skies. Which means this man can see where he's going. He's a Red Devil, one of the British Army's crack parachutists. And today, he's going to race me. This isn't actually as daft as it sounds. You see, I'm going to set off from a start line about 2.5 miles away over there in the mountains. I'll then drive as fast as I can down the rally track to the finish point here. Meanwhile, Lance Corporal Mac McAuliffe will jump from 10,000 feet directly above me and race me to the target. As the crow flies, Mac will also be covering about 2.5 miles, and that should take him 2.5 minutes. Which means if I'm to have a fighting chance, I'll have to average 60 miles an hour, and that is a tall order on roads like this. The Red Devil will be jumping from this helicopter, which we've borrowed from somebody. Now, the challenge facing Mac is he needs to descend as quickly as possible to win the race, but stay high enough to cover the horizontal distance. Which is why he'll be wearing the Phoenix Fly Vampire V2. It's a cutting-edge wingsuit modelled on a flying squirrel, and it allows the wearer to fly faster over longer horizontal distances. Now, obviously, he will have to open his chute at some point. Otherwise, he'll just fall to earth like a man dressed as a flying squirrel. Within minutes, the Red Devil was 10,000 feet up, hovering directly over my GPS coordinate position on his start line in the sky.
on the first corner. Oh my God. Come on!
All the off-road technology was working fine. It was the tyres that were holding me back.
The problem is 20-inch rims on this car. Porsche don't supply off-road tyres. If you go down a size to 19, they won't fit over the huge brakes that you need to stop the thing. These tyres have absolutely no grip. He's right now falling at just 30 miles an hour, but he's going along the ground at 100. Come on! This is terrifying. Come on! I've got another hairpin. Don't overdo it, don't overdo it. Don't die, don't die. 3 tons of car. All the power in the world. How, in the name of God, do you stop it? I need his parachute. Cliff! Cliff! Ow! Oh, that sounded expensive. I can see him! He's going like a missile!
As we neared the halfway point, the Red Devil was well ahead, but soon he'd have to slow down.
Literally my only hope. Once he deploys his chute, he's got a 90-second drop. That's when I'm going to make up time. That's never going to cope with that drop! Big bang!
At 2,500 feet, only seconds away from slamming into the ground, the Red Devil has to hit the brakes by releasing his parachute.
He's got his chute deployed! Come on! Pa! 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 God! No! Turn! Big tank slapper! Come on! No, 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 no! He's nearly down! Just give me a little bit more now! This is it! Where is he? I can't see him! He's there! No! How close could that be?